Today we're going to create a recycled bottle wind spinner, and you need 2 wire hangers, 5 to 8 plastic bottles, a bottle cutter, candle, pliers, hot glue, paper clip, fishing swivel, and some fishing line. And the first thing we're going to do is take our hangers and cut off the hook and straighten out the hanger so we have a nice long. Then we're going to twist it into a spiral, and then we're going to connect those 2 spirals at the top and the bottom. So you need to cut the bottom off the bottle before you run it through your bottle cutter. So I like the serrated knife. Put in there to cut it off. To cut the bottle off. Okay, so now we've cut the bottom of the bottom off. And this is my homemade bottle cutter. I used a hook blade, and I have 2 nails to kind of hold it in place there so it doesn't shift while I'm cutting. I've seen some videos where they flatten out the bottles using a heat gun. Mine just worked worse when I tried that, so I just use bottles that have a smooth texture anyway, and it will fit in the slot there. And then I pull it against the blade to get it started. Sometimes I have to pull, using my pliers. There. And then once I get it going, it cuts pretty well. And I have one slot that's a little smaller than the other one, so I can do 2 different sizes of bottle string. I'm just going to keep going until it breaks, because boy, howdy does it break. And we get it all the way up until we can't get it anymore. And there it broke. And we've turned all of that bottle into string. One of the neat things we can do with this bottle string is twist it. Now I'm using a double candle because I think it gives me a little wider area of heat. And I'm going to just take this string and heat it up and apply twist. Drop it. I'm working with a short section because it's easier to get it twisted without dealing with the whole roll. And I'm just heating it gently over the top of the candle flames. This is helpful when you don't have an extra set of hands, because the candle works better than a lighter or anything else, because you really do need 2 hands to put pressure on your string to get it twisted. Get it heated up. So there, we have a pretty twisted piece of plastic. Okay, so now we're going to take our twisted plastic and wrap it around our wind spinner. And what I'm going to do, and make sure I'm on the right side, because I want all of my strings to go on the same side, just for some symmetry. And then I'm going to heat up one section of the string and then wrap it around while it's still warm, my hanger there, like that. So and then I let that sit for a minute to cool, and then once it's cool, it's going to stay. Then I kind of eyeball where my next one goes, and I heat that up over the flame just until it bends. And then quickly wrap it around the other side and hold that until it stays. And then I use a scissors to clip off the ends, and I think I will actually be able to use this other section as the next rung, and then work my way up the spiral. Okay, so now I've run all the rungs up my wind spinner, and they're still a little bit loose on the wire. So I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to run it up just to make sure everything stays together. And I happen to have silver glitter hot glue, And so that's what we're going to use, and we're just going to take it and run it up here between the rungs on the ends, just to make sure it stays put. Just like that, right along the edge. We're going to do that all the way up. Okay, so now that I've got the hot glue all the way up the sides, these rungs have a little bit more stability, and they don't slide around as much. So now I'm going to put what I'm going to hang it on, and I'm just going to use a paper clip right now. You could use a split ring or a carabiner, anything that's going to close in on your top loops. So I'm going to put the paper clip there, and then I have a fishing swivel. So this little bit here actually spins so it doesn't get tangled. So that if you actually hook the end of your paper clip to your swivel, when you hang it up, it won't get tangled as it spins. It should spin freely. So we're going to put that on there, and then I'm going to use some 15-pound fishing line because I had it. And I'm going to thread it in to the end of my swivel. I'm going to twist. See, twist there. I'm going to come down through the bottom loop, back up through the top loop, and pull that down tight against the swivel. So now we have a nice strong knot, and we're ready to go hang it up. Now we have our wind spinner hanging up, lovely in the tree.